Hey guys, so today I am in my office and I just turned in my last assignment for the semester. It's my first year as a doctoral student. It is coming to an end. Thank you, Lord, I made it. And I wanted to talk with you about some tips for all of my doctoral students out there. But before I get started, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So one thing that has really helped me this semester is making friends with the people who are in your classes. Now, with COVID and everything, a lot of courses are online. I know my program was already online before that, so sometimes that does kind of make it hard for you to talk with people like in person or actually meet them via online classes. But I actually was able to make a friend with somebody who works on the same campus that I do, and we just happen to be taking the same class, and we really worked together this semester to make sure that we stayed on top of things. We kind of piggybacked off of one another when we did not understand certain topics, and that really helped me. Like this semester I took intro to quantitative statistics, and guys, I am not a math person. I was a teacher and I did teach math, but it was more so like independent living skills math, making sure my students knew how to count money and things of that nature. It wasn't statistics by any means. So this class was really like difficult in the beginning, but he really helped me to just learn the material better. I know I really helped him to learn the material better as well. And guys, two heads are better than one. So always work smarter and not harder. There are like discussion board posting things. Use that as a time to kind of get information as far as contact information for people. You can always email your classmates via your learning system. So, don't let online classes be a barrier as to why you can't, connect and meet with individuals, because these are the people that you're going to need to help you through the program. So my next tip is to apply for scholarships. I actually got a scholarship this past Friday for a little over $1,300. I think it was $1,352 and some change. So when people say, there's not scholarships out there for doctoral students, yes, there are. So make sure that you are looking within your school's financial aid office for internal scholarships, and then make sure that you are applying for external scholarships as well. So scholarships that are outside of the university that you attend. I know how I received that scholarship was that I just submitted a little essay, and then I filled out some little forms, and then I got the notification on Friday that I had received it, and I am so excited because that's really going to help me a lot. I'm not taking out any loans during this process. I am looking for scholarships, and then I plan to cash flow the rest. Another tip, if you're like me and you work at a university, you most likely get money towards your tuition. So that's another thing. If you are interested in working on a college campus, or you see those opportunities near you, make sure that you look into them, that you apply, because they will provide some money towards your tuition. But scholarships are out there. I probably have applied to at least 10 since the beginning of the spring semester. Don't give up. Keep applying. No matter how many you don't hear back from, there's going to be one that you do, and every little bit counts. I applied for scholarships from $250 all the way up to $10,000. So there is money. It may not be, it may not cover everything, but every little bit helps. So make sure that you are applying. All right, guys, next you want to organize your time. This right here, my planner, is like my ride or die. I write everything down in my planner. I make sure that I am on top of things. I look at my syllabus weekly to make sure that it is looking like the same thing that my planner looks like, that I haven't skipped over any dates. I constantly go into like my course modules, because my program is online, to make sure that I am aware of dates as well, to help to keep me organized, especially for people who are working full time like myself. Sometimes work and school, it becomes a lot, and then if you have a family, that's adding an even bigger piece to this puzzle. But you want to stay organized. You need to keep a planner. They have online planners. Of course, we have the reminders on our phones. So sure that you're using whatever it is that you need to use to stay on top of things. It's not like undergrad or even sometimes, like our master's programs where you may have been able to not turn in something, or you may have been able to kind of, get that extra leeway. In doctoral, programs, there is a big emphasis on turning things in on time. I know my personal motto is to be early is to be on time. So I typically turn things in, like 2 weeks early sometimes, because that's when I have the time to do it. So if you can do it early, do it. Things come up, people get sick, we're still in a pandemic, work gets crazy. So that is probably my biggest tip as far as staying organized. Make sure you keep a planner. Always turn things in early when you can. Another thing that is very important is to meet with your advisor. So I typically meet with my advisor maybe like once or twice a semester, especially when it's time for us to choose classes, because I am new to this program and I want to make sure that I'm not skipping over anything as far as prereqs, which could possibly, have me to stay in school longer, which I'm definitely not trying to do. So make sure that you're actually talking with your advisor. Reach out to them for any scholarship opportunities. The scholarship that I got this past Friday was something that he actually emailed me. So I should probably tell him thank you for that, right? I'll do that today. But make sure that you're reaching out to your advisor regarding things like that, any updates in the program, any opportunities, that could possibly, especially like research opportunities that could possibly, assist you throughout this journey. They are always your first go-to for information like that. So just because we're, in a doctoral program, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't talk to our advisors. They're very important, especially as you're nearing the end. They're going to be the ones who are going to be setting up a lot of these dissertation things. They're going to be the ones who have to sign off on a lot of this paperwork. So you want to make sure that you know them and they know you. And lastly, ask questions. I know me, especially in this course that I just took, the Intro to Quantitative Stats course, I asked a whole lot of questions. No question is too small and no question is too big. So whenever you don't understand something, especially, like program requirements, anything regarding, your studies, your doctoral studies, you want to make sure that you ask questions. You don't want to be left in the dust. You don't want to, miss an opportunity because you failed to ask a question. And, don't feel silly about asking questions. I'm not a psychic and neither are you. So therefore, that means that if we don't know something, we need to know who to go to get that answer. So never be afraid to ask questions. All right, guys, so I hope this video was helpful for you. Drop down in the comments, especially if you're a doctoral student. Are there any other tips that I may have missed? Are there any questions that you have about my experience so far as a first-year doctoral student, especially someone who may be interested in joining a doctoral program soon? I want to know, so drop down in those comments. Also, be sure to check me over at my blog, DugganDigsDisability.org. The link is down in the description box, and it was recently monetized, guys, so I am very excited. Make sure you head over there, drop down in the comments, make sure you subscribe as well to get weekly emails from me, and be sure to click on some ads, help your girl out. I'm trying to cash flow this doctoral journey, so I would greatly appreciate it, and thank you for all of your support so far. I'll see you this weekend for another Adult Daily Living Skills video. Bye.